Guys, I know it's like midnight somewhere, but like, organize my ducks with me. They're gonna have to fit in here because this is the container some of them originally came out in. So disgusting. Like, some of this is just ew. Because there's like stuff stuck in some of the tape that's still on. Ew. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't want this on me. Okay. I got kind of it off. I'm just gonna have to put the tape on, like, and I have a surprise to tell y'all while doing this, but I'm gonna tell y'all later, so wait and see. I know I'm supposed to be like organizing them by now, but like this tape, I hate tape. Like, it's one of my worst things. Like, I just hate it. I'll use it if I have to, but other than that, no. Absolutely despise it. Anyway, I hate tape and wish tape never even existed. But like right now, we're gonna have to freaking put it on there. Okay, now that's all I'm gonna get off because I need to organize it. So this, and 4 that aren't in there because I took them with me, except for this one. It was just on me there. Are gonna have to fit in here, but we're gonna be doing them rainbow style because I saw it on Pinterest. So shout out to the person. My uncle used that container. My uncle used this container for his coffee. So, yeah. Okay, so I have Lola in here with me. She's so sweet. I have Lola with me. She's like back here somewhere. If you can't see her head, she's right there. If you can't see it, she's right there. Anyway, I'm gonna start with pink because pink is close to red. And no, I'm gonna start with red because this person who did it, she did it with like all ducks. Like, she had all ducks. But since I have, well, not all ducks, I'm gonna start with red first. Yes, I do have like some red animals. But after red, I'm gonna go ahead and do pink. I don't know. Does this classify as red? Because then this is... I don't think this is pink. I have a surprise to tell y'all later. Because it's really surprising. Because it's been happening all day. And I didn't plan on it either. But I have a surprise for y'all. Some people are like... Okay, so you know how me and Cameron have been dating. So me and Cameron have been dating, but there's also his ex-girlfriend that I'm also friends with. I'm friends with her, and like, we didn't have a problem. I've been saying that he's gonna break up with me just because he's waiting for Zoe, his ex-girlfriend. So then we had a talk today, and turns out she's not over him, he's not over her. But he doesn't want to lose me because he still loves me and he still loves her. So we had like a whole talk about this. today while I was at the mall with my uncle. And me, him, and his ex-girlfriend are all dating. It's a poly, whatever, relationship. I have not told my sister. I have not told my mom. Because I don't know how they're going to react. Because my friend is also Cameron's ex-girlfriend's ex-girlfriend. So I don't know how she's going to react to it. Because, like, they had broke up because she had thought that she was still straight. And she didn't think, like, she was, like, she didn't think that she was, like, gay anymore. Like, she thought she was straight still. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do, like, any animal. I'm just gonna do ducks in here. So I was, like, putting them in, and then I realized, like, yeah, no. It's not working out. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put any other animal that isn't a duck in this container. So yeah. Okay, so me, him, and his ex-girlfriend are all dating. I know some people are homophobic, and my mom's also homophobic, I believe. I swear. Yeah, I popped a pimple, like, before filming this, so. Yeah. It's right there. Because, like, it's been hurting all day. Anyway, so my mom is homophobic, but I really don't think she'll mind because she knows Zoe. Because we didn't plan on this either. Like, my sister doesn't know. We're planning on telling them tomorrow if we go to church. Because we're not going to morning church tomorrow only because Ginger, my sister's girlfriend, has work. She has work, so we can't go in the morning because she can't take me. So I asked her, are we going to night church? Because we really need to talk to her. Because about the whole thing that's happening. Because we really need to talk to her about what's happening. Because we also didn't plan it. We didn't plan it, so I don't know how they're gonna react. I don't really think they'll mind. Like, it's just my mom I'm worried about. Does this count as pink? Because it has a pink hat, but it's white. I'm gonna say it doesn't count. Because, like, it's supposed to be, like, pink. Like, full-on pink. Like, it has to be, like, a pink duck. That's what I'm gonna be. I saw it on Pinterest, so like I said, I saw it on Pinterest. Yeah. Like, it can have, like, other colors with it. It just has to be, like, a pink duck. Good day. It's really... I'm gonna go ahead and put, like, all the animals that are not ducks in here just so I don't get them confused. Because some of these look like they're ducks and then they're not ducks. Okay. I have, like, stingers and stuff like that. My friend, he had asked me, like, a few days, like, on Friday, if he could have, like, a axolotl. Because I have axolotls. And I'm, like, giving them away because I'm, like, I'm a good person. And my friend, he had asked me where to get them because he wanted some. So, yeah. I'm gonna put the seals because, like, I love them. I love, like, the itty bitty seals. So, like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna tell them. I don't know how I'm gonna tell my mom. It's just a lot because my mom knows her. My mom knows Zoe. It's gonna be hard. Telling her. Because I didn't really see myself dating a girl. Like, all my friends were. And then there was me who was being single. Because, like, basically all my friends have dated a girl. Basically all. not me. So it's gonna be very hard when they figure it out that I'm dating a girl. So it's gonna take a while. Yeah?
Sounds like you're counting your ducks.
Yeah, I'm putting all the ducks in here and then the other animals in here.
How many do you have?
I don't know, I'm not counting.
5, 10, 20.
What?
Does that video go on YouTube?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Go! Flamingo. I'm really worried how, like, my friends are gonna react. Like, I know, like, my mom knows that they've dated girls. Like, my mom knows. Like, she knows most of my friends who have dated girls. Most of them, she knows. Because I've told her about the drama that's been going on. So I don't really think she's that homophobic. I don't really think so. Only because I've told her about my friends dating girls. That's literally the only reason. Because that's literally the only reason. Because I've told my mom about my friends dating girls. And she didn't really mind, I don't think. I don't think she really minded. Because I was telling her about all this stuff and then she would just listen to me. So I'm not really sure. Because I'm not really sure. Because I had asked Ginger because she normally takes us. Because since she gets off at I don't know what time. Because, yeah. I was like, I'll be able to go to night trip. Because they want to see me. And we also need to tell them. Because we all wanted to tell them together. We all wanted to tell them together. We were talking about like the relationship and like how this is gonna work with like the anniversaries and stuff like that. We were talking, and we just ended up saying, because Cameron had asked, and we were like, it's gonna be the same. Hey Coco, it's just gonna be the same anniversary. Because he was like, oh, how are we gonna do this? Are we just gonna have like an anniversary together? Or me, Zoe have our like we all have it, and then we have me and his, because we had started dating before. But he said if we have like an argument, he's gonna take my side because apparently it's gonna be his first choice. I think it's really sweet how he'd still choose me over Zoe, because he was like, he didn't want to lose me, and he said that he'd tell Zoe that I wouldn't really be feeling comfortable with it, and that it's fine, you can turn Zoe down. Because he told me he didn't want to lose Zoe, but he also didn't want to lose me, so he said it's okay if I don't want to go through with it, because we were still talking about it. We were still talking about it, and then I was at the mall. That's why I was on my phone so much. My uncle had commented why I was on my phone so much. I was only on the phone so much because of what was happening. Because we were still talking about it. Because me and him had a talk before I had left to go to the mall. We had a talk because April and Ginger have been saying that he's going to go back with his ex, which is Zoe. And that he was going to go back with her, and then he'd forget about me, and that she's like really sorry. Like, she's really sorry. And to tell him and not to tell him. But I, of course, told him. Because, like, I don't want to be like that girlfriend who would, like... I don't want to be like a bad girlfriend and like not tell him what they're telling me. So I said, well, April and Ginger have been talking, telling me like that you're gonna go back with Zoe and then you're not gonna, just gonna leave me. And then you're gonna get back with Zoe because the only reason why you're dating me is because you're still waiting for Zoe. And we had to talk about it. That's what led to this whole thing. Because he had talked to her today and he had told her everything and what was going on. And she was, I believe she was like, because we apparently had a group. Coco just opened my drawer and just got it, but okay. But she texted in the group chat saying, because he had made a group chat for all of us to like talk and stuff like that. Because we were like talking, and then she said that she didn't want to like ruin the relationship between us and that we needed to talk. That's what led up to it. Okay, I got all the ducks like situated out with all the other animals. So this is how many are non-ducks and the rest are ducks. I'm still gonna get more because like hopefully Five Below freaking has them. What's this? That's a duck. Oh my gosh, I thought that was like another animal. But anyways, going back on. So what we were doing is that we were talking, and then she was like, is it okay? Because he didn't want to leave me. He didn't want to lose me, and then he didn't want to lose her as well because he still loved her, and she still loved him. So we were talking about that while we were at the mall. Me and my uncle were at the mall while this was going on. So, it's really great. It's really great on how stuff can like change over just one thing. Because the only reason like, how did I'm gonna keep this open because I found a walrus and I'm finding flamingos. Should I add flamingos? No. I'm just gonna keep that open because I'm finding other animals other than ducks. This is supposed to be only duck case. Anyway, back to this. So we were really talking about, because I forgot what I was saying before this. So we were talking about it. He didn't want to lose her, and he also didn't want to lose me. So he said that if I didn't want to like go through with it, then like he would tell her that they're just gonna have to like. He said straight up in the group chat, because they didn't want to make me feel uncomfortable, because I've never talked to others before. I've never had a poly relationship whatsoever. Never had one. Never thought of having one either. So it was just all like, because it was just so weird. I'm keeping the seals because they're adorable, and these, like, I'm not changing them, like I'm not giving them away. Like the ducks, I'm not giving away anymore, but these animals, the other animals, yeah, I'm giving them away. Lola, I have 3 cats in my room right now. Anyway, so what I was saying is that they didn't want to make me uncomfortable. I don't want to like pull up the messages because I don't want to like make this sound more weirder than it is. But all I'm gonna say is that they didn't want to make me feel uncomfortable about this. So me, him, and her are dating. I never thought I'd be saying that, but I am saying that. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on what my sister says and what they think about it and what my mom thinks about it, because because like this is like a really big thing, because I think my mom will be okay with it, because she's not, because I've talked to her, like I said, I've talked to her about like my friends dating like girls, like them dating each other, and how it was like kind of weird because they were like going back to each other, and then they were going to other people, and then they were going back to each other. So it was just weird. It's all just weird. Because what they would do is that they would get into an argument, they would break up, they would go to someone else, and then they would get back together, and then when it didn't work out, they got with other people, and then they would get back together. My friends are weird, okay? Hey, Ghost. Especially because what happened was my friend had dated my ex, King. What I've talked about him before on this channel was that when we were dating, was so she got with him, but she had told me that she wouldn't take it seriously and that she would only like take it slow because I had told her what happened when we were dating, because he had cheated on me twice. Allegedly. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he did, because he was trying to keep it a secret because my best friend Kaylee had told me, because he was trying to keep it a secret. He was trying to keep it a secret because he had promised Kaylee money for her not to tell me. She ended up telling me because he didn't pay her in time. So during gym, because we have gym together, she had told me. She was like, King cheated on you. And I didn't believe her at first because I was like, I was at the impression that he wouldn't cheat. Like, he was one of those guys that would not cheat. Like, we would be together forever. He cheated. He ended up cheating. I mean, technically, it was my fault. I was blinded by a guy. He broke me. So I told her all about that part. Like, y'all know about that part. She didn't. So I told her. And she was like, okay, well, if we do date, then I won't, like, take it seriously. Like, I won't take it seriously. And I'll, like, Lola! Like, I won't take it seriously, and I'll take it slow. That's what I was under the impression that she would be doing. She did do it. And then she said that she didn't like him anymore, but she didn't want to break his heart. And she had texted me saying that she broke up with him. I don't know why. I believe it was because she didn't like him anymore and that she was still gay. I'm not sure. But that's what I was under the impression of. That she just didn't like him anymore. And that she just broke up with him over text. Which is, I would say, it's one of the most heartbreaking things to do when breaking up, is breaking up over text. Because it's happened to me before. When I was dating King, he had called me autistic and said to shut the F word up to me. Said, you autistic girl, shut the F up and we're done. That's the whole reason we broke up. One time we broke up, we were at like Broken Bow, which is like a place in Oklahoma. And we were like, me and him were still dating at the time. And, like, playfully, he was mad, and I was trying to get him to tell me the reason why he was mad, because I'm a good girlfriend. Like, I will be concerned if you're mad. Because, like, I'm a good girlfriend. I'll be concerned if you're upset. Just ask Cameron. Because I will not leave you alone until you tell me what's wrong. So I was trying to get him to tell me why he was upset. But he got even more mad and called me autistic because my name is Autumn. And apparently people are calling me autistic because of my name. That's why I mainly don't like my name, because people call me autistic because of how it sounds so similar to autism. So people usually call me autism, autistic, stuff like that. So he called me autistic, said to F off. And then my mom made me break up with him, which I believe was for the best. Like, seriously, for the best, I would say that is one of the best ideas she had ever given me. But then, of course, I went back to him because I was blinded because he had apologized. He apologized and he said he was sorry that he had called me that. He was just mad that day. I was blinded and got back together with him. We ended up breaking. Hold on, my sister just texted me. Okay, yeah, she just said that she wanted to say goodnight. Anyways, so we broke up that day. I was really upset because we would call every night there. Because we were there. You know, at that time, I loved to sleep call. I loved to. Because, like, I would want to wake up. But sometimes it would just hang up randomly. He would have his camera off and then it would just be hung up. And then I got with Isaiah, which King had found out, and yeah. Whatever. It was fun. He had found out, and he was like, okay. And then when it came to Isaiah breaking up with me, he said, well, you didn't beg for King to stay, so why beg for me? And I said, well, he really called me autistic and said to F off. You really think I'd want to beg for that? And then after we broke up, he apologized and said he was sorry and that he wasn't thinking about that. And he has to get back together. I said yes, and I told my mom. And I also told my friends. I told my sister, everyone. And everyone was mad at me. Because they know what he did to me, and they said that I shouldn't get back together with him, and that I made a mistake getting back together with him. That I made a mistake getting back together with him. I did. That's when he cheated on me. According to Kaylee, he cheated on me with 2 people, and I had never found out because I was absent for like a week. I only went to school 1 day of that week. Rest, I just stayed home because I was like sick. I was sick that week, and then I was also sick that week. I was sick on Monday, and then I was sick on Tuesday. Then I was sick on Wednesday, but I went to school on Thursday, and then I was sick on Friday, so I ended up going only 1 day of the week. So, saying that he cheated on me while I was sick, that's what I'm basically implying, that she told me that he cheated on me while I wasn't at school. That's what I was told by my friend Kaylee, and that he tried to pay her off to not tell me. She agreed, but he didn't bring her the money, or didn't bring the right amount of money, apparently, and she told me. She told me during gym, because we have gym together, because she doesn't have athletics, and I don't want athletics, because I can literally not even handle PE, her fat shaming us, but yeah. Yeah, my gym teacher fat shames us. It's really great. She also gets mad at us for, like, no reason. Because one day, like, I believe this was on Friday, she told us we were having Free Choice Friday. You know, like, normal stuff. We were having Free Choice Friday, and then it was time to pack up. Everyone was going to get dressed. Like, we didn't really think that we had to, like, check on the stuff and that make it look actually, like, nice and stuff. Because, like, why should we? Anyway, going on to it. So, she had gotten mad at us because Kaylee was the only one who was, like, checking on it, making it seem nice. And we didn't really understand why we had to do it. Because, like, honestly, it shouldn't really look that great. Because, honestly, it's just going to be used in the next class. So, like, what's the point? And then right after she made this whole big deal about it, she just told us to go get dressed. like, no one understood it. Because, like, everyone looked at each other. Because she was saying, Kaylee's the only one. Y'all are gonna go get dressed. I never said for y'all to go get dressed and stuff like that. Like, she didn't tell us that we could go get dressed. So, I'm like, okay, does she want us to, like, help her out? And then she tells us to go get dressed. So, I'm like, okay, does she want us to help or does she want us to go get dressed? And then she tells us to go get dressed. So, I'm like, okay, so she shouldn't be mad at us. She shouldn't be mad at us, and then she tells us to go get dressed. She shouldn't have this whole lecture with us about this. Because, like, we shouldn't really have to be making it look nice. Like, it's just how Kaylee is. Kaylee will check on stuff. Like, she's a good student. She is. Really, she is. Because her parents are very strict. Because I've met them. Literally. And then, like, everyone was, like, really upset after that. Because she had said for us to go get dressed and that Kaylee was the only one who was doing it. Kaylee seemed, like, really mad. Because everyone was mad. Because, like, we got in trouble for something we shouldn't even really be getting in trouble for. Like, so everyone was mad after that. And I said, well, she shouldn't really be getting mad at us. Because, like, we shouldn't really be checking on it. Like, making sure it looks nice. And Kaylee said, yeah, I was only doing that just to, like, make sure it looks nice. Because I like things looking nice. That's why Kaylee did it. She said that she just wanted she likes things looking nice. That's why she did it. And then we got in trouble for her doing it. So, everyone was mad at Kaylee. Everyone wasn't mad at Kaylee. Like, no one was mad at Kaylee. Like, even, because I get mad mostly in that class. Like, that's like the class that, like, makes me annoyed most. Other than math, because I don't understand a single thing I'm doing. But yeah, that's literally it. But what I'm saying is that she shouldn't really be getting mad at us for what she's doing. Because she told us to go get dressed, like, right after she told us that we couldn't go get dressed. So, I didn't understand that. And this is Agnew. Like, Agnew always says that there's such a good school and that, like, some of the students even say it's a good school. But I would say it's not a good school. Like, I've been going there for only 1 year because I'm in 6th grade. And I'm telling you, it's not a good school. Like, seriously. Some of the teachers are rude, especially if you're in AP classes because they expect you. Because one day I was absent for a week and I was learning something completely new as I was gone because I was sick with an ear infection, which I couldn't really. My mom didn't want me, like, going to school because, like, I couldn't hear anything out of my ear and that would disrupt my learning. So she just told me I could just stay home. And we had ended up learning something new in math, and I didn't understand it. That's a flamingo. We had ended up learning something new in that class, and I tried asking for help, and Miss Rathbun, who's my math teacher, didn't help me. I had to get my friends to help me. Yeah. But then again, she wasn't there that day. Like, even when I was back, she wouldn't help me. Like, she would just say, if you have any questions, just ask someone around you, and if they don't know, ask 3 people around you, and if they don't know, then come ask me. Of course, my friends knew what to do, because they were actually there for it, and I wasn't. So I was, like, going around them. They told me to figure out myself, because they helped me for, like, with, like, a few questions, and then they told me to, like, figure it out, because, like, they were literally giving me the answers, because I didn't understand it. So they told me to go ahead and do some of the answers on my own. And I didn't know any of the answers. So I was like, okay, so I'm failing this. Because I literally straight up told my friend, so I'm going to fail this. Because I didn't understand anything. I still don't. No, I do. we were doing like inequality signs, like now, like the second pair, like, you know, equal than, less than, equal to, less than, greater than, you know that. Well, I was learning greater than or equal to, and then less than or equal to. That's what I was learning. I didn't understand any of it either. Because, like, we were supposed to flip signs if there was, like, a negative number. And then I'm over here, like, okay, so do I switch them? Do I not? I don't know. I was asking my friend for help. Excuse me. My friend didn't know me. So I was like, okay, so I'm failing this. Like, I told my friend, so I'm gonna fail this. She laughed and said, you probably are, because, like, none of us understand this either. She's the smartest in the class. Like, she is. I'm gonna say straight up, say that she's the smartest in the class. So she didn't understand it. And what we're learning now is we're just reviewing. And what's going on is we're like going over like things we've already learned and stuff like that. We're just learning stuff we already know. So she expects us to remember things from the beginning of the year, which not even my friend, who's the smartest in the class, and some of my other friends who are also smart in the class, none of them understand it either. I try asking them for help, but they don't know. And then I ask some of my friends, they don't know. So I'm like, okay, because that's also for a grade. Because I was like telling my friend, who's also the smartest, he didn't understand it either. And he was like, oh, well, I'm going to fail this because I'm going to have a 50. Because he forgot that it was for a grade. So I was like, okay, I'm going to fail this grade. My grade's going to drop so much. And he said, this is for a grade? Because he doesn't know English that well. He's still learning. Because he was shocked. Because he had forgot that she had told us that this was a grade. It was pretty funny seeing his face like that. Seeing his face literally dropped. Like, I'm gonna say it dropped. Because he didn't understand. He didn't know that this was for a grade. He didn't know it was for a grade. He had forgotten. So I told him, yeah, it's for a grade. And he was like, oh. Because he didn't understand it either. So, like, these questions were, like, really hard. Because we learned how to divide and stuff like that. Like, divide them. Like, find a percent, whole part, percent, stuff like that. You know those. Pretty easy on, like, the outside, right? It's pretty easy. And then you start getting into it. 68 on top and then 132 on the bottom. I tried everything I could. I could not get an actual percent. I could not. So I literally just picked a percent. Like, it was higher even than it was over 1,000. Because I didn't understand it. Like, my friend didn't understand it either. He was over here. He was so confused. He was like, what is this? Because he even needed help. And he's actually really smart. So I'm like, okay. No one's passing this. Like, no one's going to actually pass it. Unless you use Google. Unless you use Google. And when I got home and looked up the answer, it wasn't even close to what I had picked. So I'm like, okay, so I'm failing this. Because I'm going to. Because I picked something, like 1,440, something around that. And the answer was 51%. Was 51% point something. Yeah. I don't know how I got that. I literally just multiplied them. That's all I did. Like, I literally just multiplied them. I really do not care. Because, like, I didn't understand a single thing. Because my friend didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. The smartest kid in the class didn't understand it. And we had a sub for that day. And we expected it to be easy. because like literally barely anyone passed like the review test because we're doing like tests. They're not for like a grade. It's just like a review. It's just reviewing it, like seeing what we still remember about it. Seeing what we still remember about it, and then seeing what we still remember about it. Kind of like that stuff. So like review tests, but they're not literally 4th grade. And she said, y'all are doing so horribly on this. If these were actual grades, then y'all would be failing right now. I would be. I've gotten 60s. What's surprising is that 60 is my only grade it's the only bad grade I've gotten on that test. The review test. It's the only bad grade I've gotten is a 60. That's only because these answers, like these questions, had like 2 parts to them. Because they just had multiple parts on them. So I'm like, that's what she for real said. Like, y'all, if these were actual grades, y'all would be failing my class right now. I have a 90 in her class. That's only because I've actually been doing the work and I've been actually trying, and then I fail them. I have to put some of these on like the side because the hats will not fit. So some of these ducks are going to be sideways just because some of them don't fit. I finally did it. They're a little loose. They're a little loose though, but I finally did it. Yeah, these aren't gonna last. But at least I got them, and I'm keeping this out because it's an angel. I'm gonna get the other angel one out because I have a yellow angel and then I have that angel. Just gotta find the angel. It's a yellow angel, so I just gotta look out for like a yellow duck with wings. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna keep the angels out and then a seal. I don't know what seal because I have different ones, so I'm just gonna take them out. This is gonna be a long video. If you can, I think I got all the seals. Nope, no. I think that's the last one. I think it should be. I don't know. It's between this one. This one is laying flat. This one's just sitting up like another one. And this one was laying sideways. Okay. Bless me. Okay. What I'm gonna do is that it's gonna be between the one that's laying sideways and the one that's laying flat down. I would say the one laying flat down because then it would like less of a distraction. So this is the ones I'm keeping out. The 2 angels and then the seal. This jar became like barely even open after all these ducks were taken out. And these 3 were taken out. So this is just what they're gonna be in because I saw like a thing where they did only. But what they did is that they had all ducks, like they were just all plain ducks. Like they were just plain. Like they didn't have any hats, they didn't have any sunglasses, they were just plain ducks. So I'm gonna let y'all go because it is now almost 1 a.m. So bye guys, stay safe. Love you.